Good, guys. This is Ali Hoodstar 365, and this is Respect the Game, the podcast. I'm live on my IG and my TikTok right now too. So it's Monday morning. I don't even know the date. I think it's September something. February something. What's the date? I don't even know. The 20th maybe? I don't know. Anyway. So I'm talking to somebody, Fat Boy Poppy, on my TikTok. And he just said a thing, he just, made a real good, a powerful statement that we all need to reunite and to support each other. And I'm not just talking about blacks and Latinos, I'm talking about everybody who lives in the United States. We can't let that man who instilled and brought all those evil demons and hate back from the past and try to, he created a cult. And people are so vulnerable that they become followers like that. I can't believe he has 70 million people vote for him. 70 million that still believe in the rhetoric that he was talking about. But we're passing that, the election is over. So January 20th, we'll have an official new president. So now it's time for us to move forward and wake up. Because guess what? Your daughter, I remember a few years back, I was working with this company doing construction, and my foreman, he was a goody old boy. All of them, they from the Pines. So I knew the vibes. Like there was some racial shit, but they never expressed it. This is pre-Trump becoming president. And then once he became president, then little by little it started to show at work how they were talking, they were becoming more aggressive and shit like that. So he was always saying something slick about blacks. So I didn't stress out or want to beat him up, nothing like that. I just prayed on it. And guess what? Tell me this ain't real. God answers prayers. You know what he did? He made his daughter go out there and leave his beautiful home from the suburbs and start going to the hood. Because she met somebody black. And the young boy got her pregnant. And she had a black baby. And the baby came out so black, hair so kinky. He was so upset that he came and talked to me like, yo, I know you from the hood, this and that, and this asshole from where you from, I want to know, can you take care of him for me and all this bull crazy shit, right? I'm like, what? So now he coming to me to want me to go do some harm to his daughter's baby mom because he's black. So what's wrong with you, bro? And then as time went on, a year went by, 2 years, now he fell in love with his granddaughter. And his whole perception changed. And his whole attitude and his vibe changed. He started to try to say cool words, and like he had some swag. He even changed his haircut, bro. He had the mullet. He had that ponytail shit in the back, that mullet. He cut that shit off and got a fade, bro. Taper all the way around. I'm like, oh shit, you're Puerto Rican, bro. But, yeah, so we just gotta do better as a whole, bro. As a whole entire country, so we can all come back and come out this darkness. Now, thank God that they got the vaccine. They're about to drop the vaccine. They've been had the vaccine because China sent the code, the black market, the underworld, the black internet, whatever the fuck they call that shit. They emailed the top scientists in America. It's on YouTube, go look it up. The code to the vaccine, how to make it. But when they got it, They made it and then put it in the refrigerator and ignored it. Because they didn't believe it. They didn't try it on nobody. They didn't do a test run or nothing. So they say. And then they got sent to them again. So this time when they got it, they took it and put it in their system and generated it. And it showed all the codes. And they said, oh shit, we just made that back in February. Here it is right here. He shows the vial and everything. Look, we didn't even label it. So they've been had it. So now they're going to start releasing it next month. And then we should all be vaccinated by, the whole world should be vaccinated by July. And then we can get back to, our daily scheduled programs of living. Unless they do something else, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always something. But now that, we're going to have a new president, and he's going to make amends with all the, foreign countries, politically and money-wise, there should never be another outbreak like that. Because that was done because of Trump cutting ties with everybody and money. He owed the United States. We owe China $8 trillion, not 8 billion, like 8 trillion. So he cut that off. So China's upset. They getting ready to go to war. They want to go to war, but now the election's over, so they fell back. But they're getting ready to strike us. They're getting ready to do something to the United States. Because the United States society is stuck on Walt Disneyland. Like we think, well not me, because I was in the military and I know the reality. They think that we could never get hit. That their missiles and their bombs can't reach us. You think we're the only ones who got technology, bro? Technology is vast now. Korea has missiles long range, Iran, Russia, China, Japan, Saudi Arabia, everybody does now. Israel, Turkey. So now everybody just got boss up and sit at the table and handle business the way it's supposed to be conducted. Where everybody's generating income for their countries. People can eat. Because guess what? We're all human and we only got one life to live. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. You will go to the grave the same way as I would go to the grave. All that money and all that property and all that jewelry and women, and men, and whatever you got going on, can't do nothing for you when you're laying there dying. Then when you die, then your family and your friends will go to your funeral, they'll walk you to your grave and cry and weep while they're lowering you down on the ground, and they bury you, and then everybody walks away and goes back to their life. And they will mourn and cry for 6 to 9 months, your immediate loved ones. But you will lay there in the grave, all by yourself, with no cars, no money, no women, no fancy clothes, nothing, just you. Just you and your good deeds that you did on earth and your bad deeds. And then on the day of judgment, whenever that day was to come, and we all being raised up, then we're going to be questioned. Who was your Lord? What was your faith? What you believe in? And let's read your account. Are you in the positive or are you in the negative? So, doesn't matter what language you speak, what you believe in, who you pray to, what you eat, none of that matters. What matters is just doing the right thing. That's what God gave us. He gave us subconscious to be able to think and reflect right before we make a decision. We all have, when you're about to make a decision, you notice that your mind goes, should I not? Yo, don't do that. You got your the angel on your left side and the devil on your right side. Yo, don't do that. The devil on your left side and the angel on your right side. You know? Subconsciously, it tells you. That's the difference between humans and animals. When we have the thought process that he gave us, so you say yes or no, or do right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta remain patient. So we gotta love each other as such. Why hate on another human being or want to harm another human being because of enviness? Because you're jealous of what they acquire in this lifetime, and now you want to go rob him, or because of what he said on social media, or because what he said on the record as a rapper or a singer, or whatever. You cannot let yourself get caught up in that. We all have self-worth. It's just working it and bringing it out. You know, if you want to be a public figure, whatever it is you want to do with your life, it's there. Because guess what? If you wake up every morning and you can see, and you can hear, and you can speak, then you have the ability to make whatever dream that it is that you want to make happen. That's what I do. I work 7 days a week. I started with nothing. Broke. Homeless. Broken. Lost everything I ever loved. To this day. And I was always around people. A lot of people always had to be around me. And I always had a woman in my life. Because I was a mama's boy. So never, not once in my lifetime was I ever single for a long period of time. Whenever I met somebody, I latched on. You know? Until a few years back, I say about 8 years ago, my little sister, she said something to me. And then after she said it to me, I reflected on it. And I said, damn, she makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. She told me, my last breakup, she told me to take the time to find myself. She said, take the time to find yourself. Take the time to learn how to live with yourself and experience who you are and learn who you are as a human. Not as this title or that title or whatever you got going on. Just sit there and reflect and pray. And He's going to bring it to you. And He's going to shed the light what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And then the love is meant to come in your way, then He will shed the light on that person that you are to love for the rest of your life. So I was like, what? Now, she's been married for 15 years. You know, and I was looking at her marriage as, wow, man, that is beautiful. To, to be in love with somebody, to actually marry somebody, and to be with them through ups and downs and then grow. Like, they have a beautiful home. Like, they prosper so much. They got cars, RVs. I mean, they're just living the life, you know? So I pray to God. I want to see that too in my lifetime. I want a beautiful home where my kids can just be comfortable and play in the yard and, you know, just live life and be able to go on vacations and live comfortable. So, you know, He brought me out of the darkness. You know, little by little. It's like He's walking me through the process, chapter by chapter. Like, He hasn't given it to me in all, like, one lump sum, you know? There's a little here, a little there, to where I am today, you know? And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm still here, alive, and I'm able to walk. Look, I'm walking on the treadmill, you know? I couldn't do this last year. I couldn't walk this long. I was fat as hell. My health was bad. I was eating everything crazy, drinking a whole lot of fucking Coke. I used to drink a lot of soda. Every day I drank a 2-liter soda. Used to drink that fucking soda from lunchtime, snack time, dinner time, night time, middle of the night when I wake up, I drank it. You know? And it really fucked me up, health-wise, with my sugar. So I woke up. I got a 9-year-old little girl, who's about to be 10 in January. I got a 12-year-old son, about to be 13 in February. So, everything I do is for them. It's for us. Nobody else. I don't look to get approval from the world. The only thing I'm trying to do is to convey the message to the world, my life experiences, and what I've been through, to save you the heartache of you making those same decisions, and to provide an outlet to all the artists around the world who are expressing themselves artistically but are not given the opportunity to be heard by anyone. Thus, that's why I created my own radio station and created and built my own website to showcase their videos and play their music on the radio so the world could hear it. So the station is growing. I'm getting more and more new countries from all over the world listening to their music. And I was inspired to do so by Dame Dash, because he was on Breakfast Club at an interview, and he told DJ Envy that, you know, to boss up while work for other people and generate millions of dollars, and they're paying you not even a percentage of what they're making to be on their radio station. You bring in the whole culture, made that radio station to what it is today. So why not create your own radio station? And you can just play anybody or whoever and do whatever you want on your own radio station. Can nobody say nothing to you? You know? So that stuck home. So that gave me a lot of motivation. And I also have an indie label. It's called Hoodstar Entertainment. Got music on Apple, Tidal, and all that from various artists that I've met and signed and worked with throughout the years, you know? And artists who I invested in and stuff like that. So that's my connection with the world, is on the artistic side right now. Then I have my clothing line, a brand. It's called HoodstarWorld.com. And why did I start that brand was I took all my negative life experiences and my image, how I look. So when people see me in public, in the world, they first thing they see, that when they see me, they say, oh, he must be a drug dealer. Or he must be a shooter. Or he Muslim, or he must be a terrorist. Like a negative light. Like when the police pull up next to me, they'll slow down every time. They'll slow down, get behind me, and run my tags. Then when they see that my record is clean, my driver's license is clean, they leave me alone. But I got pulled over a few times and got harassed. So that's why I created my clothing line. Like my logo, let me show y'all real quick. See my logo? That side image? See it? So when you wear a hat and you're driving and the cops see you with this image, America has painted such a hateful image on us, the culture, blacks and Latinos. And we wear hats and we got a beard, or you might be walking down the street, you got a backpack. And you look, got on streetwear. So that's why I created the logo, to change that negative to a positive. You know? Never judge a man or a woman by how they look. Judge them by their character. Because look at the priest. The priest shaved, clean cut, got a white collar on, and the whole time he was doing devil shit to little kids. So we just gotta be mindful. It just all really just common sense. You know? Stop being ignorant, and it's just all really common sense. That's all. So I started the clothing line, and it's reached a lot of states in America, and it's in Canada, and it's in the UK, and it's in Amsterdam. So the reach is there. Like, my mom always told me since I was a kid, that son, you could do anything you put your mind to. You can learn anything that it is that you want to learn. You know? But the environment that I was in, I learned and put my mind to everything that was in the negative. Because what I seen, you know? I seen the fancy cars with the rims and the chains and the clothes and the Timbs and the girls. And I said, damn, that's what I want to do. I don't want to be broke. I'm a hustler. So I started hustling young age. You know? Started selling drugs to my own people and committing crimes against my own people, which was retarded. And so I got a wake-up call when the marshals ran down on me with big guns to lock me up. You know? And I lost everything that I ever got from that life. I lost all my loved ones. I lost relationships. I lost relationship with my children. You know? And they put me away. They put me away for 10 years. Really, it was 13 years. And it's never been the same to this day. But then God blessed me with two little ones. You know? Whew, my son was born. And 3 years later, my daughter was born. And now I have custody of them. God put these kids in my life for a reason, for me not to do those things, and for me to find a different road to go down. So this is the road that I'm walking down, and I'm going in that direction for success, for legal success. You know. So I present it to the world every day. If you go on my TikTok, on my Instagram, my Facebook, you see everything I do. I'm promoting the radio station and the clothing line and the podcast. And I'm going to do that to the day I die. And I pray that it takes off, you know. I got the thermal printer from UPS, got all the labels, the boxes, and all that. So today I got to work on connecting to my website. So when people click on the product, you can click on the product now and go buy it through PayPal. But I want to be able to print it out, rather than just take the label and stick it to the box. Well, I don't have to write it out like I do now. I had to write it out one by one. And it's a lot of work. You know, so I'm just grateful. I'm determined. And I'm motivated. And I'm looking to network and meet people from wherever you are from that are on the same wavelength that I'm on. You know? And then I believe in the higher power, and I believe in the gifts and what the attributes that He blessed me with daily. And He's given me many challenges. many challenges, but I remain patient and faithful. And that's all I can do, man. And just keep going. And keep striving. Be determined to succeed. Not for me, for my kids' future. You know? So that's why now I'm real strict and focused. And I isolated myself from the world. I don't seek nobody's approval. I don't seek nobody coming around me to rah-rah this or rah-rah that. None of that stuff, man. You want to support us? It's me and my kids. Support us. Get a t-shirt. Buy a hoodie. Buy a hat. Inbox me. Talk to me. You got a question? You want to talk about something? You need advice? Anything. I'm here for y'all. I experienced a lot in my lifetime, and I want to share them with you guys.